And able to get this out to the 25. Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
South. Why Tony?
Here's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. The Texans in a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there for Houston. 54 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. Mixon will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done? But they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 27. Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Take a look at the defense for these Texans. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try to get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down second and right of the yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Now they'll change things up. They call it a loss of a yard there. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
And it's third down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
13. Go ahead.
Jackson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive, but the way they've spread the football around, here they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha, what? Yo. What?
Jackson now. And Walker has it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up.
They go play action with Jackson. That is caught. That is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Stroud. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Stroud looking to change the play. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Look the hot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. You look at this Baltimore defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
Stroud looking to throw. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 49 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Jackson from the shotgun. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Jackson. Now a run here off the RP. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
On the quick. Swap. Swap. Hey, south. Hey, Uno.
As Stroud now to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And the Texans, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
19 Texans. Look the hot.
Stroud out of the gun here. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
19 Texans. Here we go. White Tony. 19. Okay.
Now Stroud. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Stroud working out of the gun. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
Hey, south. Hey, Uno. 19 Texans. Look the hot.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play.
He appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Jalen Knoll deep for Houston. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. In this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And the Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
2J. South.
Throwing now is Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Stroud to throw it. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here we go. 18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw again is Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Here's Noel. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Texans will take over with a first and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they sequence things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. They'll look to throw now on first down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
To throw once more on second and 10. Stroud got his man, Dell. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup takes it 3rd and 8.
Tony.
Operating from the gun. Stroud. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw is Jackson. They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Texans take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
South. Here we go. Buggy.
Here's Stroud. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete. Brings up
Now a 2nd and 10.
Look the high. High. 18.
Looking to throw. Stroud. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Here's Jackson to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And first down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
19 Texans.
Throwing to start the drive. Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stroud. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
Hey, Uno Mars. Why Tony?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Look the high. 18.
Back to throw. Stroud. He'll try to do it himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
At the 15-yard line.
Stroud. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Nnamdi Madubuike able to record his 5th sack of the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
On the quick, right? 19 tackles. Swap. Mother swap. Buggy.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. That is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard. And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now Jackson. Looking middle, and he's got Ibuka. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
14-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll run for it with Henry. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They go play action now. Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Emeka Egbuka. 58 yards. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. This one left side caught by Collins. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Stroud looking to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And Stroud now to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jaden Higgins from 17 yards out. And the Texans have got it on cruise control. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
A gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And the Baltimore.
Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now Stroud. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3rd down and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Alert the hot.
Stroud working out of the gun. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Now Lamar changing the play.
He's going to air one out. He's got it with the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Jackson now. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Cannon. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Jackson will throw again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Texans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball with a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Here we go, let's go. Tony. Hey,
Throwing now is Stroud. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Stroud to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You change it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Hey, report!
Play action. It's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, Henry. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
You change it.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It looks like they'll move things around here.
First and goal, Baltimore.
Throwing is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry there to make the grab. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And will be intercepted. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 45 yards. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Texans 55, Ravens 20.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
To throw is Jackson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Texans will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
DC.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And he's going to bring up a third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. And now here's another interception. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. In the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And they'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Stroud looking to change the play.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Mike Green in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. And here comes throw number one for the backup QB.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way the opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's Jackson. Incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Let's hear it, Texans fans, as it's
Now Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
first down. A gain of 4 yards. And the Ravens first down.
Now it's Jackson. And Walker has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. And the Texans will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Intercepted. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 31.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're in control here as they start first and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that two-game losing streak. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
22 yards. And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 47.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man. It's Collins complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
First down. First and 10.
And Stroud now to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
That one out wide and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback in a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
No, that is incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
It's hot! It's hot! Yo.
Jackson. One last shot at the end zone. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Texans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses.